Guys, the downfall of Ryan's world is happening faster than anyone could have imagined. The same parents who once turned their little boy into the biggest child star on YouTube are now watching their empire crumble right beneath them. And honestly, it feels like the universe is finally returning the energy they put out. Because today, they're sitting on a sinking ship. Their income has dropped by nearly 70%, their big-budget movie tanked so hard it lost almost $9.5 million, and the fame they built on their child's back is slipping through their fingers. But trust me, this collapse didn't happen overnight. So let's rewind. Back in 2015, John and Kaji decided that watching their 3-year-old open toy boxes on camera could become entertainment gold. And somehow, they were right. A toddler with tiny hands and a bright smile became the highest-paid YouTuber on Earth, pulling in more than $20 million a year, before he could even tie his own shoes. But behind all the rainbows, toy unboxings, and carefully staged smiles, something much darker was happening. Ryan wasn't just a kid anymore. He became the family's full-time business model. His parents quit their normal jobs, one left her career as a chemistry teacher, one walked away from engineering, and launched their own production company, Sunlight Entertainment. Suddenly, their home turned into a studio, cameras, lights, scripts, and a full crew of 30 people. Ryan wasn't just playing. He was working. By 2019, Ryan's face was everywhere. Walmart toy aisles. Ryan. Colgate toothpaste. Ryan. A Macy's parade balloon? Ryan again. A billion-dollar brand centered around a child who was still learning multiplication tables. But people started connecting the dots. Something felt wrong. Critics began calling it what it was: child exploitation wrapped in bright colors and positive music. Commenters joked that Ryan would never be allowed to retire, and others even predicted lawsuits once he grows up. Then the FTC stepped in, investigating the family for blurring the line between real videos and hidden advertisements. Kids watching the channel couldn't even tell what was sponsored and what wasn't. The Kajis were forced to rebrand from Ryan's Toy Review to Ryan's World, basically slapping a new sticker on the same problem. And still, Ryan worked harder than most grown YouTubers. 20, sometimes 25 video segments a week. His entire life, morning routines, challenges, even brushing his teeth, was monetized. And because the US had no proper influencer child labor laws at the time, all the earnings legally belonged to the parents. Ryan brought home the bread, but they held the bread, the butter, and the entire grocery store. Then came COPPA. After YouTube introduced stricter COPPA rules, every child-focused channel got hit hard. Luan herself admitted they lost 70% of their income overnight. And in a panic, the family tried to pivot. They produced a $10 million movie, Ryan's World, Titan Universe Adventure. The result? A box office disaster. Barely $624,000 earned. Nearly $10 million burned. It became one of the biggest modern YouTube creator film flops, a complete embarrassment. And while all this was happening, people started noticing something even worse. Ryan didn't look happy anymore. He talked less, smiled less, looked exhausted. The once excited kid seemed like he wanted to walk off camera and never come back. But instead of letting him rest, the strategy shifted. Suddenly, the twin sisters, Emma and Kate, were being pushed front and center. A new animation show, more appearances, more videos. As if one child wasn't enough, the parents simply moved on to the next. The internet was furious. Comments exploded. He made them $34 million and now they're milking the twins too. And honestly, people weren't wrong. Even lawmakers noticed. Several US states have recently passed new child influencer protection laws, forcing parents to legally save a percentage of their kids' earnings. That alone shows what the public really thinks about families like the Kajis. Then came the interviews. Painfully awkward moments where Ryan would barely say a word while his parents dominated the conversation. In one viral interview that passed 2 million views, Ryan sat silent and uncomfortable while viewers felt something was seriously off. Many now predict that once he turns 18, we'll get a Netflix documentary titled something like The Truth Behind Ryan's World. And honestly, it wouldn't surprise anyone. Ryan is 13 now, old enough to speak for himself. Yet in clip after clip, you can see him glance at his father for approval before answering. In one interview, he responds, "I think I'll keep going for a while his dad nods with a satisfied smile. Viewers called it manipulation. And it's hard not to see why. Behind the scenes speculation grows every day. If this is how control things look on camera, imagine what it's like off camera. Creators online have even mimicked the conversations they believe happen privately, and the scary part is, it doesn't seem unrealistic. At the end of the day, Ryan never asked for fame. It was handed to him before he even understood what it was. The boy who just wanted to play with toys ended up being treated like a toy. He deserves peace. He deserves privacy. He deserves a childhood, not a corporate schedule, not a brand identity. Not a life built on scripts and thumbnails. My final thought. One day, when Ryan is older, I hope he finally gets to speak his truth. The real story, not the one crafted by his parents, not the one polished for advertisers, but the one he's been carrying quietly behind those tired smiles for years. And when that day comes, a lot of people won't be surprised.